Welcome! In this session we will implement tables app. So I'm in code editor and the first thing we need in that app is the entry box in which user will give input and we will show the table of that input. So I will go ahead and make that entry box. So this is the name of the class, and in which window we want this? We want it in root window. So I'm getting the object here in this entry with small e. So we have a object and then the name of the class and then root window. So then I will just pack it to display it on our window. So entry box is there. The next thing we need there is the button on which the user will click and we will show the table. So let's make the button. It will be in the root window. Its text will be equal to show table, and now the command. So this will be the function that will be called when we click on this button. So I will name it show table, as it has to show us the table. I will implement it in a while. Before that I will just make the label. So I will pack it and now we will make the label. So I am writing the name of the class label. It will be in the root window and it will have it text variable because its text will keep on changing as we press button again and again. So what we have to do here, we will say text variable is equals to, we have to make a variable for that. Here I will say label text 1 because it will be the first row. So I will make it equal to string variable class, and I will set it text to, initially we will set its text to like this, which will indicate that there is no value yet. So I will set text variable equal to label text 1 and we will pack it. We are not getting the object of this label because we do not require that. We only have to change the value here, so we can change this variable value and it will be changed. So as we are not changing anything other attribute besides text, so we do not require its object as we are getting the entry object here. So we do not require it in case of button and in case of label. So this is application specific. If you require the object, you have to change the attributes, then you have to take care of the object. But for this application we do not require the object. So I will just also change the background color by writing bg is equals to, let's say, green, so that every row has a different color here. Now I will just implement this function first. So I will implement it on the top. So what I have to do in this function, first of all I will get the value of this entry box. That is, by getting the value I will know that which table I need to print. So I will say here table is equals to entry, which we have, dot get. So it will get us the string value in this entry box. So this table will be a string value now. Now we have to calculate the values. For the first row, as we know, if suppose the user entered 5, so the first row will be 5 into 1 equal to 5. So the first row will be simple. What we will do here is I will set this label text1 text here. I will say dot set, and it will be equal to, I have to do concatenation here. So we will concat string here like this. I will write the name table plus to concat. So first of all we have the table name. So for example, if it was 5, user wanted the table to be printed to be 5, then this one will be 5. Then I will say space into, then after that again space, Then I will concat, this plus sign is used for the concatenation of strings, so I will then again concat it with, that is table into 1, here the value 1, and then it will be equal to sign, and we will concat again with the table value. So if it is table is 5, what we are saying, 5 into 1 equals to 5. So that is the simplest case. I will run it and we will see how far we are there. So as you can see, our entry box is there, show table button is there, and the first label is there. So suppose I give value 5 here and say show table, it say 5 into 1 equals 5. So first row is easy, it's done. Now we have to make the other labels for 10 values with the different colors. So what I will do here is I will copy this thing here for the second row. So this will be the second row, so I will change the label text to 2 here as well, and other things will remain same. Label root text variable I will change here 2, and it will green to yellow, let's say different color. And now in this show table I have to make the label text of label 2 as well. So I will set text of label 2. The first very thing will remain same. So as we, if it is 5 into, now this will be 2. And now I have to calculate something here. That 5 into 2 is what? So I have to calculate that. What I need to do here is, on in table we have a string. This table is a string, that is 5 if user entered 5. So what I will do, I will say I will make a variable here 2, and I will get the integer value here from table, and then I will multiply it with 2. So what I am doing here, I am getting the integer value of table. As I cannot multiply string with 2, it will get into another form that it will make that string 2 times and concat it with other. So I don't want that. I want the integer value of this and multiply it with 2. So if it was 5 string, it was 5, then it converted it to integer and multiplied it with 2, so it became 10, and stored it here. And then I cannot simply give 2 here because it's a integer now. So what I will do, I will simply change it to string, and I will write here 2. So now converting this value into integer, then multiplying and storing it into an integer, and then getting the string value to concat it in a label to text. So let's see. As you can see, we have two labels here now. So I will write 5 again and show table. So as you can see, it says 5 into 2 equals 10. So now it has calculated correctly. Now for the next values we have to just repeat the process. So here we have the label 2, label 1 and label 2. Now I will just go ahead and make the label 3. So we will copy this. So this is the third line of our table. So what we will do, we will just change the color and the text variable here. So let this color be pink, and I will change this label text to 3 here as well and here as well. Now when we will change the text of this label 3, we will see the changes here on this label. So we have to repeat this process for 10 times, like we have 3 here, 7 more now. So what I will do here, I will just paste it again, and this one will be 4 here as well, and I will change it to brown, let's say, and again it will be the 5th value. So what I will say here, 5, and which color, let's say blue. Again it will be, I will do it fast a little bit, so okay, again, and I will This one is the 7th value, and color. Okay, so now 8th value, color be gray. Now two labels left. This one will be the 9th, and then we will finally go to the 10th label. 9, let it be red, and then finally last time, here I will say it 10. This value 10 as well. So now we can say purple here. Okay, so we are done with the labels. Now what we have to do, we have to just add it in the function as well here in showTable function. So I will just copy this thing. First of all, I can copy this one here, and we have to do it for 3. So multiply it with 3, and then I will do it for other values as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This one and this one 10. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this one 8, 9, and 10 here. So now we have the values here. These will be calculated in these variables, and now we will just change the label text and it will be displayed. So this one will be labeled 3 and table. So I will say here 3 and value 3. So this we need to do for all the values. 3, this one 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I will just simply change the values here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now the variables here, 2, 3, 4. This one will be 5. This one 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So after doing this, we are ready. Our application is ready. So I will just quickly run this and we will see the output here. As you can see in the output, we have our labels there. Now I will just, for example, I want to print the table of 5. I will say show table. As you can see, it correctly shows the table of 5. So now let's say I remove this and add 8 here, and now it changes it to 8. So we have our tables app ready. Now let's change it to like 40, and let's see the table of 40. As you can see, it's correctly printed the table of 40. So we can use this application to print tables of any number which we want here. So it can be a small number, it can be a big number. So let's say it be 400 here, and I will say, so as you can see, it printed the table of 400. So this application can be used to print the tables. So that's all from this session.